bravos estos, ¿verdad? Son bravos, pero...
A su madre, ya va subiendo rapidito, cabrón.
No, sí, ahorita.
Puta madre.
How's everybody doing? Good evening. Good evening, people. We are live. Muy buenas noches. Estamos en vivo, señores. Estamos en vivo desde la estación Siglo XXI, la estación histórica, señores, la que tanto hemos nosotros describido, tantas notas que he visto de Carlos Mejía López. This is Carlos Mejía Salazar. This is the historical Migrant Center right here from the Instituto Nacional de Migración. Right here is where they crossed, forcing the entrance of that part of the bridge. And there's a lot of people from Africa, and there's a lot of people from Haiti. And as you can see, adelante, go ahead. And there's a lot of people from all parts of the world. Tienen actitud, Carlitos. It is amazing how their attitude is over here. It's extremely amazing how their attitude is over here. Amazing. They have... dice que... Básicamente mandando saludos. Mandamos saludos a todos. Carlos, estación migratoria siglo XXI. Tantos problemas que han pasado aquí.
Alrededor de 10 amotinamientos, más de 10.
10 amotinamientos, ¿no?
De hondureños, de guatemaltecos, de haitianos, de cubanos. Hace rato, no sé, viste, te mandé una nota de lo del amotinamiento de hoy por la mañana, que todavía venías en el vuelo y ya no alcanzábamos a llegar. Fue una contención de más de 1.600 migrantes extracontinentales del Congo, de Kenia, de África, y son los que se encuentran en la feria mesoamericana aquí en Tapachula, que como no entran aquí en esta estación siglo XXI, los llevaron para allá y hoy se amotinaron porque no había alimentos, no hay agua para bañarse y este calor es insoportable.
Sí.
Es lo que se vive. Tú lo viviste el día de hoy.
Sí.
Entre 30 y 35 grados de temperatura el día de hoy aquí en la región fronteriza entre México y Guatemala.
Yes, this is what he's saying basically. More than 10 riots. More than 10 riots, people, had happened right here. Vamos a acercar un poquito más. More than 10 riots has happened over here between Cubans, Africans, and people from Haiti, from El Congo. You don't even imagine, people, how different it is, how different their attitude is. Right now, buenas noches. How different their attitude is over here. They have a complete different attitude. Their attitude is enormously wrong. They think they own the place, really. Really, they think that. And just for you guys to know, here are some migrants on the station Siglo XXI. The majority of them are African. The majority of them from El Congo. Let's see if I can get some interviews. It's kind of difficult because their attitude is completely different, people. And this is the migrant station Siglo XXI, where we have, we have been receiving. Buenas noches. ¿Qué dice? ¿Cómo están? ¿De dónde son, oiga? Saludos, ¿de dónde son?
De Arriaga.
De Arriaga, oh, de aquí son, ok.
Sí, venimos a ver un detalle aquí con también visa, el NUP, ya lo tienen en trámite. Sí, entonces estamos viendo por la visa que estamos esperando en espera de la visa que me entreguen. Y pero pues lo tuvieron. Vamos a ver por qué la situación actual.
Okay.
En el punto de arriba. Sí, pero en esa situación.
¿Ya no lo debían de tener? ¿Llevaban
No les hacía falta.
Basically, they saying that he got stopped by immigration. By immigration. And we having, buenas noches. We're having, we're seeing some migrants right here walking. The scenario is completely different, people. I will tell you right now, their attitude of these people from Africa, it's wow. I'm extremely surprised how they look at you and how they basically mad dog you, making you think that they have exactly the same rights as citizens from Mexico. The majority of them right here, the majority of them are from Africa. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? How are you?
I'm fine.
You're fine. You speak English? Yes. How you doing? Oscar, how you doing? Where are you from?
From Ghana.
From where?
Ghana.
Ghana. How many months you been here? It's for a news station in America. Do you mind giving me 1 minute? Just 1 minute? Yes. Yes. So how was your journey to get over here? It was long, I bet.
It's very terrible.
Terrible.
Very terrible,
Yeah, from Ghana. How do you move from Ghana? You went from Ghana to another place. How many countries you traveled?
I traveled about 10 countries.
10 countries to get over here.
Before to get here.
On your own support? On your own support, you
My own
paid.
support,
You paid everything.
because I have a family. I can't. It's not easy for me in Ghana because Ghana unemployment is very, very high.
Difficult.
Yeah, it's very, very high unemployment. Even when you graduate, it's not easy to get a job in Ghana. Yeah, that's why we are moving. I have a family. I can't look at them.
I imagine that I'm imagining that the whole purpose for you migrating is to go to the United States
No, not to go to the United States. We are going to United States for better life.
for better life.
Yeah, for better life. No, not for we are going to see United States. No, we are going there for better life. How to get money to look our families. Africa is not like the Western country. Africa, you look your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, everybody. We have a huge, heavy load. That's we can't afford it. Africa, we are feeling for each other. So if you don't have a job in Africa,
It's really hard.
it's very, very difficult. Very, very difficult.
Do you know about the United Nations Pact? That is why you have the liberty of migrating to another country. That is a document that it was signed by the United Nations to give freedom to migrants to move to a country to country. And it was signed by 154.
Yeah.
Do you know that you can migrate to Canada instead of being suffering over here?
How to get to Canada? For me, I want to be in Canada.
You want to be in Canada?
Yeah, how to be in Canada? It's not easy unless I'm passing through America to enter Canada. If like here in Mexico, here I can go to Canada, I'll go to Canada.
But you know that Mexico has the responsibility of paying every single expense for you to get there because they signed the pact. And the pact says that it's Mexico's responsibility to give you education, housing, and comfort to where you are going. So it's your right.
We are here paying hotel. They don't give us information, especially when we are here. They don't speak English.
That's a problem.
That's the most difficult. For communication, it's not easy to communicate with them. Sometimes we are here tired. You can't communicate with them because they don't speak English. I don't understand why
They don't have somebody that speaks English
South
over here.
America, Central America, they're near United States, but they can't speak English. Especially with the English country. When we come to this side, we are facing difficult. I'm telling you, we are facing difficult because of the communication. You can't communicate them. Then they tell you, they ask you, you speak French, you speak Spanish. We don't speak Spanish. Where we from is an English country. So it's very, very difficult to communicate. Yeah. So
Your embassy is all the way to Mexico City. So it's extremely difficult to get here to Mexico City. So what's the next step right here for you? Like what is the next step? What are you going to do?
we are here to get the documents for the Mexican people. Just to write our name, to give us the date, they will take us to the camp. When we get our papers, then we can decide to go America or Canada. Yeah.
So
You
it's
understand me?
yes, I understand you completely.
That's-
Are you coming alone right now, or are you coming with your family?
I come here alone,
You came alone.
but I have a wife with kids. I live there. I have a wife with kids. I live there because I can't afford. In Ghana, education is very, very expensive.
Do you have more people from Ghana here?
More people, Ghanaians in here, they are few.
Because what?
I don't think Ghanaians reach 15.
Because what I heard is that there are people from Congo, from Nigeria, from Congo,
Cameroon,
from Sierra Leone,
Sierra Leone,
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Ghana, we have few. We have about 10 people. Ghana, 10 people.
10 people.
With few. Everywhere. In Panama, everywhere they call Ghana, they mention Ghana, maybe 3, 4.
So 10 countries. You traveled 10 countries to get over here.
Yeah.
You moved by boat from Africa all the way to Colombia, or how was it? From Africa,
I moved by flight
by flight.
Yeah,
From
by
Africa all the way to where?
to Brazil.
To Brazil. And from Brazil you walked.
From Brazil, I take a bus to Peru.
To Peru.
Yeah.
And from there?
From there, I've been to Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Yeah.
And you started moving up
I started moving
until you got here.
I get here.
So your purpose,
Sometimes you take a boat from boat. In Panama Forest, you have to walk maybe 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, 10 days. Some are working in the bush, 10 days, 8 days.
well, I wish you the best on your travelings.
You journalists, you people need to help us because the way that these people are treating us is not fair. People are here and many just to write the name. They can't write our name. We are here. It's too bad. Yeah, you people need. Yeah, you are the media. You can push.
It's unhuman the way that they're treating you over here.
Yeah, because many people are coming here just to write the name. They can't write the name. Someone are here 1 month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, just to write the name, to give them the date they will take him to the Mexico camp. Up to now, they are here.
And now you know that it's gonna get much harder. You guys English?
English,
Yes,
People
come over
are-
here.
people-
Come over. Come over.
People are sleeping.
Come over
people
here, come
are
here.
Sleeping here. You will see a woman with small baby sleeping here. Sleeping here.
And the treatment for you guys is unhuman.
It's very, very bad. Just to write
Now,
the name.
what is your opinion on you guys that people want to go to America? For the people, you want to go to America? Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah.
That's
You know.
what I told you.
Yeah. But I want to ask him. I just want to ask him. Have they told you the reality of how it is in America, that there's only 3% chance to get the political asylum? I'm being honest. It's better for me to be honest, to lie to you, and tell you that it's gonna be easy, because it's not. I live all the way to the border to Tijuana. You know Tijuana? You heard Tijuana? I live all the way to Tijuana. So I live over there and I know how it is. Have they told you that is 3% possibility to get the asylum? It's barely impossible.
Now, thank you. You actually have told us who is supposed to tell us. We don't know that.
You don't. They don't tell you that.
This is our problem here. We have a destination. It is our desire to reach where we are going to. Now I get here on the 1st of June. We write a list to submit here. The immigration tells us no, we are no longer collecting the list. Go and come back on the 12th. We are patient for like 2 weeks. We come on the 12th and we register. They tell us to come back on the 18th. And today we are here. They tell us to come back on the 4th of July. That is like 6 weeks waiting in one spot. It is very discouraging. And this is where the pain becomes worst. Because those people who just came in like 2 days ago, a week ago, they are paying some money somewhere and coming in.
So so there's a lot of people that they're paying officials to get in front of the line. That's what you're telling me.
I don't know.
Have you guys received help from some people from America over here?
No.
Activists, lawyers, something like that.
We've not seen anybody here from America. All we see here are just TV stations like you guys. There's nobody here from America. And the worst one, we Africans, is we have language difficulties, the language barrier of not speaking Spanish. So when you're trying to approach somebody to speak English, they say no, all they want is Spanish.
Now I want to ask you this. Both of you want to ask you this. Why the riots, man? Why? I know that you guys are desperate. I know that you guys are desperate, and this is desperate measures call for desperate times. But why? Why the violence? What's going on over here?
It's violent.
The riots that have been happening over here in this station.
So far, I've been here for like a month. I've not seen a riot.
You haven't seen a riot?
And if there is one, it is because of this programming and reprogramming without tangible reasons.
Now, I want to ask you a really personal question to you guys. Have you guys seen trafficking of children from Africa to over here? Because there's a large number, 11,507 children, unaccompanied children, were found in the month of May. In the borders of the United States. Have you guys encountered yourself with coyotes that they want to take advantage of you guys? Or, have you seen unaccompanied children that they have been trafficked?
Most of the children that travel with their parents,
they are from Haiti.
From Haiti.
You hardly see African families. You hardly see Africans travel with children. Yes. 99.9%.
They're from Haiti. Africa, we don't travel with children.
You don't travel with children.
No,
now, what I see the problem right here is that, where are you from? Cameroon. Now, what I see the problem right here is that what I hear all the way from Tijuana is your consulate. That's the problem, that you guys don't have a consulate right here. And if you guys had a consulate right here, that is a much of a different situation when it comes to people from Central America, because they have clearly a better advantage of you guys to get in, better treatment and the humanitarian visa. You guys don't have a consulate over here. Have you guys tried to contact your consulate to see what is going on with that, to help you in a way that solution this?
Our consulate, I don't think it's possible. They will not give you because they need some requirement. We don't have that requirement. So it's not going to be easy to get the visa in your consulate. No.
So they're making it real difficult now. Do you know why they're making it real difficult? Do you guys understand why they're making it real difficult to get the humanitarian visa? It's because of the way that the majority of the people from Central America, how they've been entering our door. And that they've been hurting a lot of people when they're coming in. And also, when they go over there at the borders where I live at, they bum rush the border. They're going by hundreds and thousands of people. Now, that basically put up a red light for the United States to press, the Mexican government so they can do the process as it is. Now, the pact that I'm telling you, the United Nations pact, says that you guys need to come in documented peacefully and with a purpose. I don't see no aggression right here. I don't see no aggression. If you guys have the documents and you're coming with a purpose, I don't see why it's taking them so long to get a humanitarian visa, second of all. But this is the Mexican government fault, because they are the ones that they signed this pact. This is Mexico's fault. If they signed this pact and they're not being responsible with the immigrants, because it's their responsibility to comprehend your needs, and they're not being responsible, then we have another detail that human rights needs to step in for you guys. Has human rights helped you in a way?
No, we haven't seen such a thing. We haven't seen them. We see with, I think the only people I see are some like religious people who come and share some bread. Food, yes. We don't know. They
They are
not,
missionaries.
yes, something like
Missionaries.
Missionaries who are coming here to share the food, just the food, because they see people are here stranded. That's why they bring food, to sharing food. The food they are sharing, unless they give you number, you write your name, the next day they come and share. If you don't have a coupon, they will not give you.
Now, I just a last comment before I go, and I can ask you this question. If I was in Africa and I will tell you this stats that they're in Mexico, what would you think of me? Okay. If I was in Africa and I will give you this stats of my country, what will you think of me? In Mexico, there's 60 million in poverty, 28 million in critical condition, 68 million without medical care. Mexico has 4 cities on the top 5 of the world for violence and delinquency, 5 on the top 10, and 15 on the top 50. What would you think of me? And difference of your claiming the asylum?
I would think you are right, because we are not surprised. We have seen that there are really poor people here. Sometimes we Africans, we are surprised that we see people who apparently are poorer than us. And all the same, it is not our choice to leave our country. We are fleeing political violence, and if you stay there, my brother, you will die within a number of days, as we don't know when. So even with the scaring statistics you give me about Mexico, well, I console myself. I tell myself I am not coming to seek asylum in Mexico. I am going to seek asylum in the US. Mexico is just part of it.
But the United States is not in the pact.
Yes.
If they don't want immigrants, what are you guys going to do? That is the difference. You see?
So you sound like
No. I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
Let's look for the option of the countries that they really want to take you, because the United States really, I'm telling you, I live over there.
Yeah,
It's extremely difficult to get the asylum over there. It's really difficult, and it's good that we have dreams, and it's good that we try. Why? Because nobody is the owner of nobody's mind and nobody's will. Everybody's the owner of their own decision.
That's what I told you. People are here. Some are here to go to America. Some are here to go to Canada. But from here out to get to Canada is difficult. Unless you enter America, United States
First.
before, yes, you go to Canada.
That is the process, and so
the process from here,
the intake process is the problem right here. The intake problem.
you have a chance to enter in Canada here. Go to Canada. But it's difficult from here.
So if you had the chance to go to Canada,
Yeah.
Canada will be the option.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we know Canada need more people. It's a big country.
Huge, and they
Yeah.
need a lot of migrants.
Yeah.
You heard
They
that,
need-
right?
Yeah, I know that. They put Ghana inside. I know that. So I see on the website.
So before I go, I just want to say thank you for the.
Sorry,
For,
let me say one thing.
yes,
You
tell me.
said America would prefer if the migrants come in peacefully documented.
No, that's Mexico.
Mexico?
That's Mexico, yes.
Okay.
And Mexico,
What about
Mexico signed the United Nations Pact.
Yeah.
America didn't sign the United Nations Pact. That is the problem. Why, America right now is having a humongous problem at the borders. because they did not sign the United Nations Pact. And the United Nations Pact wants America to cave in to sign the pact, and America doesn't want it. So that's why I'm telling you guys that there's 154 countries. I'm being honest with you guys. If I will lie to you, you want me to lie to you, I will tell you, you know what, go to America. We'll be, you know.
Just look the way we are passing.
Yes.
When we went to Costa Rica, they used to give us some paper everywhere. But look at Europe. People are taking boats without any paper. Millions of people have entered Europe. The Europeans accept them via asylum.
So we need a better process for you guys over here.
Yeah,
that's the number one problem.
Need to push because people are
institutions.
Yeah, because you media, people are listening to you media. You are the powerful people in the world. Yeah. So you people need to push. People are here suffering.
Well, very good.
Yeah, we
Thank
are
you,
going to
thank
America,
you,
not for
thank you so
everything,
much.
just for better life.
And look at what surprises us most. They tell us to wait here for close to more than a month because I personally have been here since the 1st, and it seems they are only going to attend to me on the 4th of July. That is like more than a month. Now they tell us the camps are full, there is no food. But if you were to succeed to get in there with the cameras, there are people inside there who are desperate to come out. When the people come out, they tell you how bad the conditions are, but they are telling us there's no food.
They don't tell you what is going on over here. You guys speak English? Speak English? Spanish? Español? Yes. Español. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
¿Cómo estás? ¿De qué parte son?
Haití.
Haití.
That is food people prepare. This is food I am carrying because I know there is no food in there.
What do you got over there? A pizza?
I have so many things, pizza, everything. Now I'm forced to eat pizza like many times a day because I have to run out the stock I had gathered for 2 weeks that I expected to be in the
Now,
shop.
last question.
Yeah.
Last question. A lot of people are afraid in America of the diseases that they're coming from Africa. Being honest,
Yeah.
honest to God. Now, Ebola is one of the reasons that they're really afraid. Have you seen cases of when you guys are migrating of Ebola?
In my country, we don't have Ebola. In my country, we don't have Ebola. I'm standing here. I don't have any sickness in my body. When I reach in Brazil, I go to the Brazil hospital. They check all my body. Everything is correct. Sometimes they use this just to discourage people in America. We are bringing sickness. Look at my brother. Look at me. Look at them. Have you seen a sickler here?
No, I don't see that.
How they told you Africans we have this because of that. They don't want to. Even their neighbors in Mexico here, they thought because of drug. That's why they don't want their neighbors to enter in the United States. But for we Africa, they will tell there are people that because of the sickness, that's why they don't want. When American people hear that, they are afraid. You
Okay.
see, yeah. That's the
Well,
problem.
I will try as much as I can to get the message out for you guys to be helped over here, for the intake to not take that long, and for also you guys need to realize that Mexico is a really poor country also.
We know.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Mexico is a poor country. It's not a rich country, and they're using it as a trampoline to get to America, and we don't have the resources as you guys are seeing. Because if we had the resources, you guys won't be having these problems right now. You understand? So it's really difficult. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here's take that. All right?
You are not
Take,
just Mexican.
what's that?
You from Mexico?
Mexico. Tijuana. The border, Tijuana.
Sorry,
Okay?
before I leave you, I've got to make this statement with regards to the issue of Americans are scared that Africans have diseases and all that.
Can you please clear that to the American public?
Americans should stop seeing these immigrants from Africa as a threat to them. Actually, it's a kind of blessing. This is a huge human resource coming towards them. You have trained doctors, you have trained nurses, you have engineers. They know a lot. And behold, these people are not leaving their country because they wish to. They are
Now,
forced to.
touching that subject.
Yeah.
Touching that subject. I'm a man about facts and numbers, really. And I know how to, I'm a man that says the truth. Now, do you guys know that there's more than 350,000 veterans homeless in America and more than 500,000 people homeless in America? Do you guys know that?
Now, what we rather know,
That is I'm saying, like, I think like, to be honest with you guys, I think that every country should arrange and fix their problems, first of all, you know, because there shouldn't be no poverty in every country. That's the number one reason. That's the number one reason. And for us to be migrating to a greatest country in the world that is America, we need to understand that they're going through a process right now that is social. They want to convert that country into socialism. And also, there's a lot of, you know, homeless people. There's a lot of homeless people. So what is your take on that?
my take on that is this. You have the statistics that there are thousands of homeless people of veterans, you call them, in America.
Yes.
What I know of thousands of Africans who are rather living well in America. I don't know what puts the American in the process of being homeless in their own home that we Africans see as the promised land.
It is unfair.
So I don't know why
Yes.
they find themselves in that state. Yes, I don't
Yes.
know why. This
I
is
understand.
definitely
But
Some
Africans
of
they
them are,
struggle.
some of them are lazy.
Is that a lie?
Yeah, because if they are country, some of them are lazy. They don't
some
want-
Americans are
they
lazy in their
lazy.
country.
Yeah, that's why they get many. How do you call it? Homeless.
And
Yeah.
less privileged
But for
people.
we Africans, when we go to America, we're working hard because we're coming there for better life. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I will try to pressure my government for them to do their job, because first of all, we don't want this. We're having a hard time
No.
with our people. So imagine bringing more people in. It is a problem on top of the problem. You know, and if we are arranging the problem, and if we take care of the problem like it's supposed to be taken care of, we shouldn't have this human crisis. Not only in Mexico, in every part of the world. You understand?
Sorry,
Okay.
we have too
Mucho gusto.
When you
Mucho
praise
gusto.
your government, this is all we want from this immigration. They should be organized. Organization of, your service to humanity is the highest thing that makes people feel comfortable. If I got here on the 1st and they told me we will attend to you on the 4th of July, I would have been very comfortable somewhere out there because I had programs for that. But when they tell you come today, come tomorrow,
That is the problem.
Nobody
Now,
cares.
I want to ask you. English, huh? Vente pa acá poquito. English and Spanish. I want to ask you.
yes.
Has they been people that they've been telling African people in Africa migrate to the United States, they're going to take care of you?
People in what terms of people you mean, like
Your government
No.
making because in Central America they've been doing that. They've been telling everybody in social media, migrate to the United States because they're going to take care of you. They're going to give you medical care, welfare, and all that. Have they been doing that in Africa? I'm just comparing scenarios because there's you guys need to understand me. There's people from Central America, Africa, Asia, and the Middle East now. So it's overwhelming for us to see all these situations.
rather back in Africa, the government officials they will siphon the money, and then they tell the youths stay in your country. The place is full of wealth. Go to the farms, do this, do that. You go to America, you become a slave, you become that. But what we see in reality is you go to America, you make it big, and you come back to Africa and help a family, a friend, or someone. That is the reality.
For our leaders, they don't want
The African leaders want you to stay, suffer, pay the taxes, they siphon the money and use it for their families.
For their families.
Yes, while you suffer. They never tell you to leave the country.
No,
They
don't
never
want,
do that. They never do
especially
that.
in Ghana,
Yes.
they don't want you to leave.
They never tell
They
you
will
to
never
leave the
tell you
country.
to leave the country. They want you to stay,
Yes,
to slave you.
yes.
Yeah, because when they get money, they look their family. They are richer, you are poor. They will rule you, they will rule your father, their children will rule your children.
Yes.
That's why we are living, because we want to leave the country for them.
Well, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was a good talk. It was a good talk.
Stations to come here and
Okay.
please get our green card. We are really flying.
Haití. 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 Ok, español y contigo inglés. Ok, primero que nada. Hola, Oscar, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? De Tijuana. ¿Cómo llegaste hasta aquí desde Haití? ¿Cómo fue? Vaya, ¿qué travesía tienen que pasar ustedes para poder llegar hasta la frontera de Chiapas y todavía subir hacia el norte?
Exactamente, la cosa estaba muy difícil.
¿Cómo llegaste tú de Haití para acá y cómo pagaste tu viaje para llegar aquí? Explícame un poquito los países que pasaste, las políticas de los países y todo.
No, exactamente. Lo que pasa es que yo voy a hacer un resumen porque eso va a coger mucho tiempo para explicar.
Exacto, no, sí, adelante, como
Lo que
puedas.
pasa es que yo salgo en Haití, pasa en Chile y después cruza Perú, Perú, Ecuador, Colombia y Panamá. Pero cuando llegamos
Voy a tener que traducir porque la mayoría es americano. Okay?
all right.
Okay. He's saying that first he got to Chile, then to Peru, and then to Panama. ¿Y de Panamá a dónde fuiste?
A Costa Rica.
From Panama to Costa Rica.
Quiero decir algo sobre Panamá.
Dígame.
Es que cuando llegaba a Panamá la cosa estaba muy terrible con nosotros porque habían robadores en la selva de Panamá.
So he's saying that the situation when he got into Canada, it was horrible because they were a lot of people stealing, robándolos a ustedes.
Exacto, sí.
No, robándolos de qué manera, a ver, robándolos de la manera que los robaban sus cosas o los robaban o los raptaban.
Put your hands
Exactamente,
up.
robamos todo lo que teníamos.
Also, they were saying that people in Panama, basically, they were assaulting these people with gun in hand and taking their money and their things, what they were carrying. Y luego, de Panamá, te asaltaron a ti, te hicieron eso.
Exactamente, yo y mi hermano, porque
¿Eres tu hermano?
mi hermano, sí.
Oh, they're brothers. Okay, right here. So they got assaulted, these two guys, they got assaulted in Panama on their way up here. Okay, y luego?
Luego llegamos al campo de Panamá y allá pasamos como 26 días en Panamá.
They spent 26 days in Panama, he's saying.
En la inmigración. Entonces después llevamos a Chiriquí. Chiriquí es otro campamento a Panamá.
He's saying that it was another camp in Panama that his name is Cherokee.
Ya, y ahí cruzamos la frontera de Costa Rica.
From there, they crossed Costa Rica.
Y sí, Costa Rica nos dan un salvo de conducto. Con ese saldo de conductos llegamos hasta acá en Chiapas.
¿Saldo de conducto qué es?
Saldo de conducto es un papel que identifica su nombre con la fecha de su nacimiento.
So básicamente es una identificación tuya.
Exactamente.
Okay, so
o sea, la inmigración me da ese saldo de conducto.
Okay, so immigration from Panama,
No,
immigration from Panama,
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, immigration from Costa Rica. They gave him an identification of him. De Costa Rica, ¿dónde fuiste?
De Costa Rica fuimos a Nicaragua.
From Costa Rica, yeah, they went to Nicaragua.
Y después de Nicaragua, Honduras.
From Nicaragua to Honduras.
Y después Honduras, Guatemala.
From Honduras to Guatemala, and Guatemala right here. ¿Cuánto tiempo tienes aquí ya? How much time are you here?
O sea, en México.
Aquí, en Chiapas.
En Chiapas, hoy me da como un mes y 3 o 2 días, no me recuerdo exactamente.
A month and 3 days, a month and 4 days. Now, my question is, to you, who told you guys that America was going to open the doors for asylum? Because I live at the border. Yo vivo en la frontera. I live in Tijuana. They're not opening the borders. They're not. We're having a gigantic problem over there tenemos un problema gigante con migrantes allá. The same problem that they're having over here on resources, el mismo problema que están teniendo aquí con comida y con demás. It's exactly the same problem that we're having in Tijuana. No hay dinero en Tijuana. There's no money in Tijuana to take care of migrants. So I'm just curious. How did you get the idea? Let's go. Migrate to the United States.
So what happened? As soon as we are young, you can see my brother and I that we are young boy.
How old are you? ¿Qué edad tienes?
25.
25.
Yeah,
And you?
I got 32.
32. You're young. You're young.
As soon as my country traversed like a lot of crises, so my country doesn't offer like to the young people when you finish your school that you can go in university, you study something. As soon as you go to university, you study something, it's really impossible to have a job. There's something that they call like God's father. If you doesn't have a God's father, you cannot have that job. See, like if I am a teacher and you have your school, I got my diploma, and then I said, you know what, I offer you my service. So as soon as this guy is your friend, so as soon as he's not qualified for that job, so you said, okay, let me take you here and you pass your time here just to receive a little money. So you do not take me as the person who qualified for that job.
Okay.
So that we see that our country is not offer us like good things to stay. Not only good things to stay, but we have a crisis in my country, security crisis.
Security crisis. Do you guys know that in Haiti, the number 2 people that took advantage of Haiti are Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton? Do you guys know that, right? That they were the ones that stole a lot of funds from your country, and that is why the majority of your country has its destabilized economy. Do you guys know that?
I didn't know that.
You did not know that.
I didn't know.
I research, please. Research so you guys can know. Now, les quiero hacer una pregunta. Te quiero hacer una pregunta.
Yeah.
And this is a question that I want to ask. Why? Because ultimately your dream is to go to the United States. El sueño es para ir a Estados Unidos. O Canadá o México.
Our dream is not only go to United States or to Canada. Our dream is to stay where we can find a better life, where we can like study, and then we use our mind, and then so
you can develop and be a better human being in society.
Exactly.
Now, I want to ask you a question. Es una pregunta que se las quiero hacer porque se las tengo que hacer.
Yeah.
Okay? And I want you to be honest.
Okay.
Okay? Pásale adelante. We have seen how these caravans have entered our country. Hemos visto cómo han entrado las caravanas. Ustedes han visto que ha habido mucha violencia. You guys have seen that there has been a lot of violence, a lot of trafficking of children. 11,507 unaccompanied children were found in May. That's a lot of children. Now, we have a lot of people, pásale, from the United States that they're lawyers, that they're doing fake marriages. Están haciendo matrimonios falsos.
Yeah.
And they're doing fake families to cheat the system. Now, I want to ask you something. With all this being said, what is your opinion of the President of the United States? Is he doing right? If he was right, because not all of the people are bad, but there's people bad in the caravans. We know that. There's a lot of bad people in the caravans.
Yeah.
So, what is your opinion on President Trump on that statement? Tú dímelo.
Para mí, como un ejemplo, yo voy a coger un ejemplo, como por ejemplo una familia, o sea, que tiene su casa. Entonces, esa familia, por ejemplo, un padre de familia.
He's saying that, basically he's giving an example of a family, and that, there's a family, there's a father, and the father has a family in their house.
Yeah, él es el dueño de su casa.
Is the owner of their house.
Yeah. Entonces él tiene su casa, él puede poner cualquier orden para vivir con sus hijos.
And he has their own house. He has the authority to say what he can do with his child.
Exactamente. Igual que yo dijo por el señor Trump, los otros países, porque cada país son independientemente, vive con su propio poder.
They're saying that independently, all the other countries are living with their own power.
Yeah, por ejemplo, Donald Trump es el presidente de Estados Unidos.
They're saying, for example, Donald Trump is the president of the United
Y el
States,
presidente de acá es presidente de México.
and the president in Mexico is president of Mexico,
Allá es dueño de Estados Unidos y acá el presidente de acá es dueño de acá.
and ¿dónde es dueño?
Trump es dueño de Estados Unidos, por ejemplo.
Oh,
un
okay.
ejemplo.
Oh, yeah. See, he's giving you an example. Like Trump is the owner of the United States, and Mexico is the owner, and the president of Mexico is the owner of Mexico.
Entonces, para mí no importa las decisiones del señor Trump.
For me, they're not important. The decisions of Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Él puede decir lo que él quiere por su país.
He can say whatever he wants to defend his country,
Y acá igual por su país.
and over here in Mexico for his country,
Porque todos los países.
because
los
all of the
países son
countries,
diferentes.
every country is different.
Exacto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tu opinión. Your opinion on
my
the president
opinion-
of the United States,
So
Donald J. Trump.
My opinion is almost the same with my brother. Almost the same. So every country have their own order. I got my order. You want to follow it? Follow it.
So if President Trump tells you guys, I want you to come to the front door and migrate correctly, not jump a fence, not cross illegally through a coyote, not, be trafficking. I'm not saying you guys, but in the caravan, not be trafficking all these children. You guys have the mentality and you guys are mature enough to understand that we need to obey that.
Yes, I will appreciate that.
You
Because
will
he said
appreciate.
he put his law. He said, "Do not do that. I will not do that."
Excellent.
Yeah.
Miren, look, I really appreciate you guys, this talk that we're having. Really, I know that the Mexican government is not doing their job over here because we lack of resources, and we are a poor country also.
Yeah.
We're not as rich as everybody says that we are. No, we're not. Like I told these two gentlemen right here, that Mexico has 4 cities on the top 5 of violence and delinquency. My city, Tijuana, is the number 1 in the world of violence and homicides.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What I think, if Mexico want to develop himself, he can.
Yeah.
There is different kind of tools that the president can use to develop his country.
Yes, and I think that first he should be concentrated, like your government should be concentrated on Haiti and making Haiti better,
Concentrating.
and
Concentrating,
concentrating on
as you
every
said.
country.
As
Yes.
you said, like by example, like if that the president of Mexico make like he doing something or put a program for migrant camp in this Mexico to work, he can. Not just do not let things passes by like that. So people can come here and rest their time working here, and they will feel good. So how every migrant they just passing by and go through.
So there's a lot of problems right here with corruption with the officers of immigration, because they are getting paid to put documents on top of other people, and they're cheating when people are waiting for their turn. Is it that right? Because that's what I heard, and it's dime la verdad. It doesn't matter.
I heard
No,
that.
you heard
I
that.
heard that. The
Yes.
same as you
Hay
heard.
problemas ahorita aquí con los oficiales de migración los oficiales no de migración, los oficiales que tienen aquí encargados,
Yeah.
que básicamente les están dando oportunidades a otras personas que sueltan dinero y su número o su visa humanitaria, su visa de tránsito, se las dan primeros a ellos que a las personas que están esperando.
Esa cosa.
Eso es lo que le estoy diciendo.
Esa cosa.
Eso es
Esa cosa es muy terrible.
What I just ask him is that, discúlpeme. What I just ask is that there's a lot of corruption right now with officers right here, that they've been receiving money for putting people in front with receiving money first, than
Yes.
people that they've been waiting
That's
on their
happened.
turn
That's
for months, right?
That's happened.
Por meses han estado esperando y ponen otra gente delante de ustedes.
That's happened.
Exacto. Por ejemplo, yo iba a decir la verdad. Yo y mi hermano entramos la primera semana y había gente que vino como 2 días después de nosotros y se fueron. Yo sé que la inmigración tiene un orden para trabajar.
Okay, be honest, honestos.
Ya.
¿Les dan más oportunidades a la gente de Centroamérica que ustedes, sí o no? ¿Les dan más oportunidades a la gente de Centroamérica,
Yo no.
más beneficios a ellos que ustedes, sí o no?
A nosotros sí maltratan más. a
Okay,
nosotros.
I'm asking them practically these questions, and I'm asking them to be, just honest. Está enojada, ¿eh?
Sí, y maltratan más a los
I'm asking them to be honest. If they see that they've been treating more, they're giving more benefits to the people of Central America or the people of color, like people from Haiti, people from Africa, and he's saying yes.
Ya, eso pasa siempre. Eso pasa siempre. Por ejemplo, nosotros pasamos 22 días en el campamento.
He's saying, for example, he's giving an example of how they were suffering. They spent 22 days in camp.
Y cada día vino gente y se fueron antes de nosotros.
And there were a lot of people going, and these two guys were waiting.
Exacto. Y entonces eso me da cuenta, yo hablo con ellos, con oficiales.
And
y
they're
les
saying
digo,
that actually,
"Eso es
I've been asking officials about that, and it's unfair. Pero ustedes han visto, porque yo sé que lo han visto.
por
Lo han
ejemplo,
visto cómo se arreglan.
cuando-
You guys, espérame, but you guys have seen it. You guys have seen it. How it's corruption. In Mexico is the number one thing that is corruption. We are corrupt by our birth.
You know
It
what-
comes in a birth certificate, and every Mexican, unfortunately,
Muy correcto.
and our politicians are like that.
You know the
Unfortunately.
problem, you know the problem. So when you say that, people come behind you and then they left before you, and then you try to talk to them. They said the first thing that they said, you know what? I'm gonna deport you.
Yeah.
They said I'm gonna deport you. That's the first word that they said. And why?
Que tenemos
We just,
miedo.
we just want you to know that we see what you do,
Exacto.
and then you do something wrong. It's wrong.
Exacto.
We should tell you that.
Exacto.
The day that we enter the inside of immigration, they said make a line. We make a line, and then they take us inside. So we passed 3 days inside of the immigration without food, without water. 3 days.
3 days without
Yeah.
food and water.
Yeah, inside.
Rain
Inside. Yeah.
comes up under the
Inside,
rain.
yeah.
We passed 3
Yeah.
days under the rain
they do.
down here.
And they were giving advantage to other people. They were giving
Let me
food
tell you,
and
let me tell you.
okay.
There's Cuban people. They treated the Cuban people
Yeah.
well. They feed them
colleagues.
with good food.
Do you
with
know that the
good
Cuban
food.
people have, more advantage of getting the asylum? That's what they say. But practically, do you think because they are bringing money, and there are people because a lot of people in the caravan, they're not suffering.
However,
They
It's
have
because
money.
It's because they speak the same languages with them. They know that the Cuban people can denounce them.
Take advantage of that.
Absolutely. So they take good care of them. So with the black people, it seems like they treated the black people like trash. So how come you take me in a camp, like in that camp that we can pass like 2 days, and you give me the paper as soon as you know that we are not coming to stay here. We pass. So it's not our definitely our destination. So you take us like 20 days. There's people who pass like 35 days over there. Then when they want to talking about that, they said, you know what, I'm gonna deport you. And then what else? I see people, pregnancy people over there. They sleep on the floor. And then you see a lot of mosquitoes passing by. That's the reason why they don't let us enter with phone inside of the camp.
Yeah.
They take your phone. Like I know if I am in jail, However, anywhere I can go, I could be in jail. So I have access with a phone call. We don't have access with phone call. When you ask that, because I saw that over there. I see a paper that said that if you need a phone call, you want to talk to your family, you can ask for a call. Then I wish to the camp, I ask, please, I want to talk with my family. Can you allow me? They say no.
That is a horrible situation.
And then,
Now,
and then they don't allow that journalists come inside to
and
report.
ask the truth.
So
Now,
why?
I want to ask you one thing before I go, because we want to know what kind of people you guys are. You guys are young. You guys are really young. What do you do for a living? ¿Qué es lo que haces tú? ¿Qué es lo que te dedicas? ¿Qué es, pues, qué es lo que básicamente, a qué te has dedicado toda tu vida, ¿no? ¿Para qué eres bueno? Como decimos aquí en México.
Yo soy recepcionista.
He's a receptionist. He's really good receptionist.
Yo soy músico polivalente.
He's a musician.
Yo soy chef de cocina.
He's a chef also.
Yo periodista igual como usted.
Oh, he's a journalist also, like me. Okay, you.
Yeah, I am a teacher.
You're a teacher.
Yeah, I've been teaching English for 5 years when I was in Haiti.
Okay, that's
and
great.
I am a plumber.
You're a plumber
I am a
also.
musician polyvalent.
Okay.
So I used to translate things with American people. I used to we make mobile clinic in different way in Haiti.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you guys. Okay.
What the people here think that all the black people who passes here, they don't have nothing in head. That's why they treated us bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who passing by here. There is engineering.
I've always said this. I've always said this in the caravan.
There's different kind of
Yes,
person who passing
I always
by
said this
here.
in the caravan.
Huh?
There's a lot of people that they're bad, but there's good people. There's a lot of people that they're good too. I always said this, but we need to control more the bad for us to have a migration correctly, documented and with the purpose and peacefully. The number one thing, peacefully. Why? Because what is happening, trafficking children's, that's hurting our police officers, committing riots and all this stuff is not going to continue. That is, that in the eyes of Mexicans, that looks bad. Do you understand? Like in the eyes of me, all the way to the north, it looks really bad. So we need to get better on that.
Yes. So not only that, like people in the camp, they said it's forbidden to jump over the fence to go out and buy something. We said okay. So the food that they give us is not. Even them, they don't eat it. Even then, they don't eat it. So there is family. They have their child over there. Pregnancy women. So they cannot eat whatever the kind of the food. Probably their husband could go out and jump over the fence, buy something for them, like Coke, like Pepsi, like other things. You know what they did? They take the stuff. So they take the stuff. They drink it. They don't allow you to drink it.
That's horrible. So it was really nice talking to you guys. I live all the way to Tijuana. I hope that the things get better over here. My obligation is to communicate and to inform the masses about what's going on over here. But I'm always a thinker that first, always your country first. Always your country should be first. If we want to correct the problem, we should correct our own country first. Why? Because if we want the better for our country and for better for our people, we should push our own country to be better. And that's why I'm over here to push my government to stop this corruption, to help the poor people from my country, also for the United States that they're suffering. Also, they have homeless people also over there, and also for the countries that they're suffering, that you guys in Haiti are suffering. Okay,
Exactly.
So it was nice meeting you guys. It was really nice meeting you guys, and you guys have a safe journey, okay? It was nice talking to you guys. Buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches. Carlos, nomás voy a caminar acá, ¿no? ¿Sí? Well, people, a lot of people are criticizing me right now on the feed. They are mad because I'm saying Canada. Don't get mad. Don't get into your feelings with me. I love Canada, but buddy, you're in the pact with me. You're in the United Nations pact, and I'm not aiding and abetting. Get out of the pact. Ask Trudeau to tell you guys, and push Trudeau like I'm pushing AMLO, and I'm pushing my government to get us out of this pact. And don't get into your feelings with me. Oh, we don't want them over here. Get out of the pact also. Contact me. Let's work together. You're working all the way over there, and I don't see any movement. So let's start working together and stop complaining about it. Second of all, I'm over here, people, to interview what is going on. I can't be telling the immigrants, hell with you, we don't want you here, we don't want. I can't be doing that. That is not professionalism. I'm not an activist. I'm a reporter. And I need to find out what they think. And in a matter of a psychology matter, get into their heads and find out who is sponsoring, how they're thinking, why are they so aggressive over here? Because every single one of them, and I will tell you right now, every single one of them is extremely aggressive, people. It's extremely aggressive. It's extremely aggressive. So I want to find out why. And the reason why they're aggressive is because they haven't been receiving water. They haven't been receiving food. And I can tell you this, like I told them, we got 60 million in poverty over here. 28 million in critical condition. You guys should know that Mexico is a poor country. But a lot of them saying, we don't want to be in Mexico. Yeah, buddy, but you're migrating over here. You're migrating over here. You're using my country. You're using the resources of my country to go to another country. Discúlpeme a las personas que están escuchando en español, pero la mayoría de ellos habla inglés y es básicamente estar pues interrumpiendo español, inglés, pero como vieron hay un muchacho que hablaba español y pues tratamos de sacar la mejor información que se puede de él. Como pueden ver, la actitud de estos africanos aquí es muy tensa, la actitud es muy diferente y es muy fuerte. Y aquí es la parte donde se han armado los motines. Aquí es donde se han armado los motines. And this is where the riots have been happening, right here at this door, people. Right here at this door. Those are the riots that have been happening. We are here, Border Network News, Anthony Agüero, Oscar Blue, right here for you guys. This is where it's been happening. And now I'm going to talk to Carlos for a little bit before we go. And we're going to do a live feed at the hotel to talk about what is going on and what has been happening. Let's see if Carlos comes over here. These are the buses. We got, buses over here. Carlos, preguntita para el público. Preguntita para el público, Carlos.
No, mejor preguntita para los que nos están viendo en Estados Unidos.
Muy bien, dímelo.
¿Qué opinan del trabajo que estás haciendo desde Tijuana hasta esta frontera sur de México?
Carlos is asking the feed and is asking the American people, what is your opinion of my work that I'm doing all the way from Tijuana all the way to Chiapas? And he's saying, can you guys give him your opinion of my work? Because he doesn't want me to ask him questions. He wants me to continue with the feed. No quiere que le haga preguntas a Carlos. Pues Carlos, la actitud es muy agresiva, ¿eh?
Vienen golpeados.
I'm telling Carlos, Carlos, the attitude is really aggressive. And it's saying, Carlos, dime, Carlos, dime.
Vienen golpeados, vienen con problemas muy fuertes en su país. La crisis económica es muy fuerte. Recorrer estos continentes.
10 países, Carlos, en uno, 10, canijo, hombre.
10 países. Es algo muy difícil y encuentran, ellos recorrían estos 10 países de inmediato, obtenían el pase de salida y llegaban a Tijuana. El día de hoy hay personas que llevan 3, 4, hasta 5 meses esperando este documento de pase de salida y no les llega y no les llegará debido a la contención de migrantes que se está haciendo a través de esta frontera.
Yes, basically saying that they're hurt. They're hurting them all the way from Africa all the way here. The majority of them, they're getting hurt. They're taking advantage of them. And they don't tell them that over here there's a crisis, but they're coming with a crisis on top of the crisis. So this is basically the fault of the Mexican government, people. This is the fault that we are in the United Nations Pact. This is the fault of Marcelo Ebrard. This is the fault of President AMLO. And ellos están provocando esta crisis, Carlos.
Efectivamente,
Ellos la están provocando. They're provoking this crisis, Carlos. Our government is provoking it.
pues son 1,600 migrantes extracontinentales que hay aquí en esta región.
1,600. 1,600 intercontinental migrants. They are right here in this migrant station.
No tienen comida. El
They
día
don't
de
have-
hoy fue un problema muy fuerte. Se quedaron sin comida, se quedaron sin agua. Y
They say-
protestaron dentro de la feria mesoamericana, que es donde llevan a los migrantes de la estación migratoria hacia la feria mesoamericana.
He's saying that basically there was a problem today with 1,600 of them not having food, not having water, and they protested and they did another little riot to protest for water and for food. Es increíble, mi Carlos. Pues vámonos ya. So we're gonna go right now. I'm gonna end the feed. I can tell you that I am pleased now. I met the immigration station. Estoy muy contento de que acabo de conocer este lugar, que yo he visto cómo se han metido por aquí, cómo han vandalizado nuestra frontera, cómo nos está lastimando nuestra soberanía nacional, y estoy muy contento de estar aquí con Carlos y que me esté compartiendo esto. I'm really pleased to be over here, and for BNN, Bottleneck News, and your server Anthony Agüero and Oscar Blue, bringing you guys the reality and the truth directly from Chiapas and Tapachula. We will be back for you guys with another capsule later on in the hotel. Stay safe, peace and love, and always your country first. Paz y bien, y siempre tu país primero.